Now, one common criticism with these games is that brain training makes you really good at the game you're doing, but it doesn't transfer to real life common tasks. The consensus is that these brain training apps may lead to near transfer for related tasks, but there is disagreement about the potential for far transfer that would make people more resilient to cognitive decline. So I decided to take a look at one of these studies that seemed recent and most relevant to the apps that I've been using. Improvement in executive function for older adults through smartphone apps, a randomized clinical trial comparing language learning and brain training. In this randomized clinical trial, they had 76 adults aged 65 to 75 assigned to either 16 weeks of Spanish learning using the app Duolingo or doing the equivalent amount of brain training using the app Brain HQ, or there was a control condition. And so, for any of you who follow me on Twitter, you probably know that I also use Duolingo. Watashi wa ringo desu. Anyway, in this study, they were using it to examine executive function. And so this would be an example of near transfer for the brain training apps, but far transfer for the people doing Duolingo. And what they found was, for their two primary measures, Duolingo provided equivalent benefits to Brain HQ, but Brain HQ showed a quicker reaction time. And these results were in line with the previous ideas of language learning, that it's a demanding mental activity involving working memory, long-term memory, sustained attention, and auditory processing.
I don't know if this has massively helped me, but I suspect it has. I don't do brain training exercises, but I learned how to do programming a long time ago. And this was without AI, of course. Over a decade ago, almost a decade ago, I was programming every single day. And I think that played a huge part in me being relatively unscarred from having schizophrenia and getting over it. And now I'm on almost no medication.